Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third day of the Grassroots Development Champions training powered by Do Take Action, which is part of the 2023 Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge. Today again, I have Maxwell Austin, the program manager at Do Take Action. I also have Chukuneye, Chukuneye, what's your name again? Your full name?
Okay, my name is Chukunaya Precious Ugochukwu.
Okay, all right, Chukuneye Precious Tochukwu, also from Do Take Action. You know, this training started 2 days ago, and it's been really engaging and also informative. You know, just like we said, the GDC training is a compulsory, part of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge, starting from this edition. By the grace of God, we're going to also have it, next year and in subsequent years because of the impact, it is going to make in the society. Just like yesterday, we saw some of the participants telling us of the projects, the community projects that they have identified, that they will also implement for social change in their communities. It is something really amazing, and we are proud of the impact that this is making in the society. So, ladies and gentlemen, my job here is quite simple, just to introduce the speakers and then allow them to take over. So, thank you, Maxwell, for the job you're doing, and then Chukunenye Precious for joining us today. Before I ask Maxwell to start, let's see who is in the audience. Okay, is this old or new? Let's see what I have here is I think this one came. Oh, sorry. Okay, let me take this. Norma Uruakanwa Ibediro. Classes has not started yet there. Oh, sorry. She's trying to respond to that. This one is from Nendimwa James. Good afternoon, everyone. Then Obina, the cohort governor. Greetings, good afternoon, distinguished gentlemen. I'm Comrade Samuel.
Yeah, hello, Dr. Remy. I think we lost you there. Yeah, hello, Dr. Remy. Okay, so I guess Dr. Remy is having a technical glitch, right? So we're just going to step in until he comes back. So welcome everyone to today's section. This is the day 3 of the GDC training. I welcome you all today. Okay, yeah, he's back. All right. Yeah, you're back. Okay. You can go ahead, sir.
Sorry. I got. Okay, sorry. My network connected to another one instead of. Sorry, this has not happened before. So sorry about that. I was wondering, what was happening. It got connected to another Wi-Fi that's not the one I use. So sorry for that. Okay, so I have Nendima James. I have Norma Ibediro here. We also have what's her name? Oyiza Glory. Thank you. Then Solution
So I guess Dr. Remy is still struggling with his network today. So okay, I guess he's back now. Oh yeah, welcome back once again.
What's happening to my system? Okay, so please let me allow Austin and Precious to take over, please. Let me see if I can resolve the problem here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. It has been an inspiring day three of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge 2023 and the Do Take Action Grassroots Development Champion training for our applicants today. So we are excited to have you here today in the day three of the GDC training, as it is called. Right. So let's get your reactions, from first day from Monday's training and also from yesterday's training. Let's get to understand what we were able to learn yesterday. So, like I said, right, today is we are going to be dwelling of why do you think it is important as an entrepreneur or as an applicant of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge 2023 for you to execute a community project, right? And why do we go about this partnership to ensure that we make you guys change makers? Like I told you yesterday, the start price is 1.5 million, right? But it goes beyond the start price. It goes beyond making you and making us socially responsible, right? When we are socially responsible, we are not thinking critically. We are now aware about the issues in our community. That will go a long way to ensuring that some of the issues we have is made easy and is solved at a go. Now, I said yesterday that we at Do Take Action has made it very, very easy for anywhere, any day to take action, right? Because we have designed different projects, programs, and campaigns that are targeted towards ensuring that some of these social issues are being solved right? Are being solved. Now, like I told you, we use the UN Sustainable Development Goals and design different projects that are geared towards uh, attaining sustainable development goals. All right. I said we used all the agencies are inclusive of the project we have designed, except life underwater. And I had somebody asking on Monday why exclude life underwater, right? Life underwater specifically, if you read about that SDG goal, is talking about preserving some some species or that are dwelling habitats, right, are water, their ecosystem are water. So, and we have dolphins, we have shark and the rest of them. But these are some of the animals that you can find you rarely find in Africa or in Nigeria, right? So hence also we don't have that technological muscles to start looking at different innovative projects on how to preserve life underwater. But I'm sure that countries and continents that are surrounded by Atlantic Ocean, various sea waters, have those ideas and projects and technology to go about that. So that is your answer for why exclude the life underwater, right? That's the idea for excluding the life underwater. So today, like I said yesterday, the aim is to tell us what is important as you to become socially responsive. What is important as you to sign up as grassroots development champion? What are we trying to make you a grassroots development champion, right? And like our speaker yesterday also said that, beside the incentive, the benefit, it gives you that sense that I said, oh, because of me, this problem was able to be solved, right? Because of me, I was able to make this impact and that impact. So it awakens some kind of self-consciousness and self-realization in you that yes, I was able to solve some social need, right? You can now have that ego and that pride and say, yes, because of me, this problem in my community I was met, right? I can't know how many times I've told people in different forums of the importance and the impact of the eco toilets are built in different rural community, right? Because it's an impact and it's touching a lot of life on a daily basis. So sometimes it's give that bragging right to say, yes, I am a grassroots development champion. I was able to attend to this XYZ need in this social community. So it's very important. Now, here with me today, I have Chukunonye Precious, right, who is here with us to also tell us some of the importance, why do we need community? Why do we need our community to develop? Why the sustainable development goals, right? So it's going to tell us some of those reasons. So stay glued as you're listening to some of those beneficial and important reasons of why you should develop your community. Community development has come to be an aspect of development that all of us need to gear towards, right? We can allow the United Nations to do all the community development for us, UNICEF, Water Aid, and the rest, federal government or federal Ministry of Water Resources. It's not time for we to key in as stakeholders to say, I want to make my economy, I want to make my community better, I want to improve the livelihood of people in my community. And to shed more light on that would be Mr. Precious. So I will be handing over the baton to him. So where he stopped, I will continue from that so that we can attend to some of your questions if there are any. Thank you so much, and over to you, Mr. Precious.
Well, good afternoon, guys. How are we all doing today? I want to believe we've had so far a productive and rewarding day. That would be my belief. And I believe it's the reality with most of us, right? So for me as a person, I would like to personalize this experience. So growing up, we always had as children, I was born and raised in a family of 5. We always had that sense of, evading task, that's chores and responsibilities at home. And whenever my mom, for example, came across something that was lying in a place where it shouldn't be, she goes to say, who kept this thing here, or why is this thing here? And everybody is like, I am not the one. I am not the one who is meant to do this or fix this. And it became a challenge in our home. So she devised a mechanism to deal with that. And what she did was to, penalize whoever saw that thing first and did not fix it. So from that day or from that time, everybody started taking responsibility of anything that wasn't properly fixed in the house. So for example, who kept this broom here where it shouldn't be? And because you know what comes next after saying I'm not the one, you quickly want to pick it up and fix it where it should be. So why is this very important? It is important because it gives everybody the sense of ownership and responsibility. So you don't just keep expecting some outsider or some random person to solve or fix or, replace a thing that is not properly placed where it should be. You know that this is my community. Whatever is not properly fixed in this community has a direct or indirect impact on my well-being. So for that singular reason, I want to take whatever step that needs to be taken within whatever measure of influence I have or power, access I have to get it done. So that I grew up with. And it has greatly impacted in my ideologies in engaging my community. So the question again is the benefits for engaging your community, right? We all, I want to believe, are citizens of Nigeria. So we all want to say at one point or the other that we are citizens of Nigeria. But, beyond just claiming to be a citizen of Nigeria, the first question you want to ask yourself is, in all honesty, what have I done to impact or bring positive change to Nigeria as a community that can pass for granting me the right to call myself a citizen, a responsible citizen, or I would say a part owner of the place called Nigeria. So when you ask that question, whatever answer comes from it should inspire an action to either do more or to begin to do a thing. So one of the primary benefits, I would say, from personal experience of engaging in community development work is the sense of ownership. It gives you a sense beyond just claiming or making noise about whether or not Nigeria is working or your community is working. Is these communities, I am a part owner of this community, and to claim, rightfully say so, this is what and what I have done, to show that I take responsibility and ownership of my community. So there is also this sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that justifies your time for existence. For example, if you go to work and, for example, you resume by 9 and close by 5, at the end of every day, you want to look at your log to say, I can immediately justify the time I've spent today at work. So the same goes to say, if God were to be your boss and wants you to give an account for the time you have spent in Nigeria today, or this month, or this year, or for your entire lifetime since you came to the sense, to a knowledgeable sense of your awareness of yourself, would you be able to justify your existence in Nigeria as it has to do with contributing to the betterment or well-being or development of Nigeria as a nation, or your community? Let's even go that small, let's say your community. So this is what I mean when I talk about the sense of satisfaction. Then of course there is never a time where you say I have come to the point where I can give back. You can give back from every point. It doesn't have to be mega. It can be just as little as a helping hand to somebody who is in their need of that help that you can offer, because whatever it is you can offer, there's somebody who has need for it within your community, and it just helps you really interact with the people, with other people, and you get to see from their perspective. So there is a way I like to see this most of the times. So I stand in front of somebody and I say, what can you see behind me? Like, let's say 180 degrees, right? Because of we all have eyes in front. Not everyone, nobody can see 360 degrees without turning. So what can you see behind me? And the person mentions, I'm like, what can you see behind you? And the person is trying to imagine what last they saw. So the point here is, I can see what you cannot see. You can see what I cannot see. But by the time we both see from our various dimensions or perspective, we have a holistic view, and that enables us to bring our unique addition or contribution to the whole, right? So why am I using this example? Whatever area of need there is in your community, waiting for somebody to get it sorted, it's likely not going to happen. If it does, it might not come to the level of excellence that it should get if you did it yourself. Why? Because you would have seen a better way to get it done. So why wait for somebody to do it when you can do it? And why not do it? I would say it's best to do it honestly. And having said that, in our world today, a lot of people are a lot more theoretical than practical. So if you had 5 or 10 people standing in front of me and they were going to take an interview, right, about what they have been pin out, right, just that little quota, it adds to a career advancement of some sort for you that makes you stand out, right? And it helps you gain knowledge from other people. It could just be the opener, the door opener for you to come into the next level of life experience, career experience, and whatever it is you would have looked forward to, right? And of course, like I would say, it brings a very large sense of fulfillment that you are able to truly live, because we are Nobody is meant to exist in isolation. The moment you are able to be a part of somebody's life or impact somebody positively, that is truly when you can say you have lived. So I would stop here and hope I can come in with other vital points as we continue this conversation. Thank you very much for your attention. So let me turn the mic back to Austin. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you so much, Precious, for that wonderful section. I hope you can hear me clearly, please. All right. So let me get your comments. Right. Let me get your comments to understand what you're able to grab from that section. Right. A brief but powerful section. So let me get your comments from what you're able to grab from that section. Right. So why is community development important? Why is it important? But before you know why it's important, I hope we all know what community development is. So let me just take out a few seconds to tell us what it is. Remind ourselves of what community development is, right? So community development is a vital process that is aimed to improve the quality of life for individuals and communities as a whole, right? And Grassroots Development Champion for us plays a crucial role in the process of community development as an organization, right? So we design these different projects, programs, and campaigns that addresses different social issues in your community, and we get passionate young individuals just like you on this platform. Just as you have applied for Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge 2022 to sign up as Grassroots Development Champion, go into your communities and make this change and effect this change, right? So that is why community development, that is what community development is. It's a vital process that aims to improve the quality of life for individuals and for the community as a whole. So what are the reasons? Why is community development more important, right? To add up towards our Chukwunanye Precious has just said, right? Local knowledge and contextual understanding. You are the only person in your community that understands the language that is spoken in your community, and you can communicate very well in your community. So as a grassroots development champion, you often belong to these communities that you serve, right? And you have the intimate understanding of the local context, that is the problems in your community. The deep knowledge allows you to identify the specific need, the challenges, and the opportunities within this your community. Right? So that is why local knowledge and context of understanding the contextual context in your environment is very important. In your community is important. You know your community more than I will know your community, right? Because you have been staying there for a period of time, right? So you know your community better. That is one important, right? The second one is that trust and credibility. You are from that community, you've acquired a level of trust and you have credibility as a member of that community. So as a grassroots development champion, you're often trusted by the members of your community. As a stranger, if I come into your community, wondering what is this person here to do? Why is this person here in the first place? But when you go in as a grassroots development champion, you speak their language, they understand you, and it gives you that credibility and that trust to know that, yes, I am a part of this community. I am part of the people that will solve the problem of this community. Like I told us yesterday, right? The change we need for Africa should be carried by Africa. So Africans are the people that will drive the change in need in Africa. Likewise in Nigeria, Nigerians are the people that will drive the change that we need. We can't wait for Ghanaians to come and drive the change for us. We can't wait for Cameroonians to come and drive the change for us. We as Nigerians need to take action and drive those social issues and drive sustainable development in our community, right? So the second one is that you have trust and credibility already. So as a grassroots development champion, your community member trusts you, and whatever when you say gather around, I have something important to share with you, they can trust you and gather around, right? So it makes it easier for you to gain trust and confidence from your residents in the community. This trust is essential for the success of the project you'll be executing, and this trust is also essential for the community project initiative you have, as it encourages community participation and cooperation, right? The way your community members will participate and cooperate with you will be entirely a different way from how they will participate and cooperate with a stranger or somebody that is not from the community. right? Then the second important reason why you should embark in a community project is community engagement and participation, right? So as grassroots development champion, you empower your community members by involving them in the decision-making process or in the project you're about to execute, right? So they are part of the beneficiaries of your project. Imagine you want to pay school fees, you want to give a school fees project for 5 children. Will you leave your community and go to and travel 50 kilometers to a neighboring community to pay for those children? No. You have indigent children in your community. You have people that can't even afford, you have parents that can't even afford to pay school fees for their children in your community. And when you pay for those children's school fees in your community, you have empowered your community members, right? You have improved their livelihood. You have just secured the future of somebody else that could not afford to pay education. And you have just made that person's you have just secured that person academic excellence and academic process, right? So you empower your community members as a grassroots development champion, and you by encouraging them to participate actively in the project you're executing. Just like I said, you are the beneficiaries of your project are from your community, because it doesn't make any logical sense for you to leave. Let's say you are staying in Aguada community and you go to Bape community to go and execute a project. No, right? You do it in your community, and that's why I also encourage. I say you drive social change in your community. You cannot change the whole country, but change can start in your community. You can drive that change you need in your community, right? So that is important. And this engagement, I'm telling you, ensure that our development initiative aligns with the community priorities and values, right? Like I said, for somebody that wants to execute a gift a scholarship book, gift a scholarship fees for indigent children, as you are not going out to pay for the school fees in another community, right? You are paying it for the people in your community. You understand that, yeah, my community is my priority, right? The change I want is from my community, and my community is my priority. And by that, you are not empowering your community members, right, to become active change makers just like you are. So that is another reason. And also, I will call the fourth one worker tailored solution, right? Tailored solution. Why is it? As grassroots development champion, you can develop and implement solutions that are tailored to the unique needs and aspirations in your community, right? Like I said, they identify those issues in your community and sign up for the right project, right? Getting the right project in the right community. So you know what the solution and what the problems rise in your community, and you know the solutions you will adopt to fix those issues in your community. So that is why, because the success you need, you've known the problem already. So you know the models for the solutions of this problem. So the solutions will be coming from you because you are fully aware of the problem in your community, right? So and sustainability, right? Sustainability is also very important. Community development should be sustainable in the long run. Imagine where you said, okay, for each term, I'll be paying I'll be paying school fees for 2 indigent children. Now we have 3 times in a year in a section, in a secondary or primary school section, right? I said, okay, I will set out 2 persons to be paying their school fees for, let's say, 5 years, right? And you're able to do that, and you know that you have the resources to do that, right? So you are trying to sustain those people you are paying their school fees, so that they will be able to finish the section, a particular section, and move to another one. And in so doing, we are securing somebody's future. You're ensuring that somebody's livelihood is improved, right? So it also helps in sustainability. Now, the more issues you have in your community, and you're saying, oh, I have this particular solution to solve that, and you can galvanize your community members to come in and say, hey, we identify this problem and we are going to fix that, right? So is that problem already has been solved, because as a community, you have identified that problem, right? Like I told us, community problems requires community solution. And when community come to understand, right, this problem has to be solved by us, right, then definitely that problem has been solved, and that community has come to a level of sustenance, right? That community has come to a level of sustenance. Then advocacy and mobilization is another important part. You're advocating to fix a problem in your community, not to fix a problem in somebody else's community. And as you want to go about that advocacy, you are mobilizing your community members, right? Your community members should be at the forefront of community development. That is important, right? Because, like I said, Ghanaians will not come to fix our problem, neither will an outsider from a community come to fix your problem, except that person have some level of intervention to come to do, and which he has to seek the rightful permission to enter your community to make that development, right? So it's very, very important that as grassroots development champion, you advocate for your community and the need of your community, and you mobilize the community, mobilize resources, and say, hey, within this community, we want to fix this problem, right? And you can say, okay, hey, I can even go outside my community, go to the government, go to different non-profit organizations, go to business and say, this is the problem we have in our community. We need you to support and assist our community, right? Yeah, that bring to mind a story of a young grassroots development champion that stayed in Nasarawa State. You notice that there is the health center in his community are in bad shape, right? Nurses and a traditional health worker just come there, sit down, chat, and go home. And at the end of the month, government pays them. He went, the toilet is in bad shape, the facility doesn't even have some necessary equipment. And he said, no, this is bad, I need to do something. He reached out to us and said, this is the problem in my community, and I want to do something in regards to that. And he knows that he doesn't have funds to fix that. And we said, use the power of advocacy, right? We galvanize and go together and said, okay, start posting these things, start make a video, talk about talk about these issues. Get your community members, write them around and say, this is a problem we have. How do we solve it? And I can assure you that the community has made giant stride in fixing that health center. The artisans that did the block work and everything came from that community. People donated block and said, we want this thing fixed, right? Because it was able to bring the attention to the problem that is in their community and why that health center needs to be fixed. When the community people understand that this is the solution in our community and it requires our support, it requires our problem, it requires our solution, all of them came together and said, I don't have cash to give, but this is the work I'm doing. I can help become the part of the mainstream people that will do. Women came together, they were fishing water, right, to ensure that that place was fixed. And they were able to fix that health center in a space of 3 months, right? That is the power of collective, right? That is the power of collective. That's why I told us that we as do take action. We want to inspire, empower, mobilize, and amplify actions of individuals doing marvelous things in their community, right? Because we believe that the power of collective and individual actions holds the true power to attaining or having the Nigeria and Africa of our dreams. So it's important when we have collective actions, no matter how little you are contributing that collective, the overall impact is the aim. And we, in turn, will be giving back and developing our community. Like I said, community problems requires community solution, right? That is important. So ownership and pride. Now, this guy that went ahead and did advocacy to fix their health center. Yeah, it gives them a sense of ownership, right? All those artisans and people that came together and said, I will be doing this as a support. I'll be doing this as a support, right? You give them that sense of ownership that says, this clinic is not for government. It serves the need in my community, and we own this clinic. And all of them get to understand that and say, we want to fix that. And they came together and fixed it, right? And it also gives them pride. Now they can look at other communities that their health center are in bad shape, and they will say, wow, we were able to fix our health center, and this is what it is now. It gives them that ownership and pride, and they will be proud in what they were able to accomplish, right? So it gives you pride in what you're able to come up to develop your community. So grassroots development champion instill a sense of ownership and pride within their community, right? When residents actively contribute to see the positive, when residents actively contribute to see the positive role of development efforts, they are more likely to take ownership of their community's well-being, right? Just like the GDC did in Nasarawa State, right? And across different other, we have different other GDC that replicated this, right? They were able to get their community members understand that this is the problem we had, this is what is needed, this is the solution that we need, and in turn they were able to come together and fix that. They didn't wait for the government, right? They didn't wait for one politician somewhere to come and assist them. They were able to do that on their own. So that is the importance of the collective, and that is why we all need to engage in active community development, right? Active community development. And that is the sense we want to indulge in us. As an entrepreneur, like I said, it's not about the income you're going to make. It's not about the money you stand to gain at the end, but it's like awakening that consciousness. It's not that say, I want to be a grassroots development champion in my community. I am part of the few that were able to solve this problem in my community, right? If you get to understand that, I can tell you that most of the problem we have in Africa and Nigeria will be solved. We are not looking at it from a selfish point of view, but we are looking at it from critical side and say, what do I personally contribute as a person to ensure that the sustainable development goals are achieved, right? So, like I asked yesterday, it's not about the question. The question is not about the problem. It's not about the problem, but the question is, what will you do personally to drive sustainable development in your community? When you understand the answer to this question, when you take it deeply in your heart and say, yeah, what have I even really done to the attainment of sustainable development goal, or what have I done for community development in my local community? When you answer that question personally, I can assure you that you won't be needing pushing for you to become part of community development, or for you to sign up as a grassroots development champion and take action. And we've made it easy for you anywhere to develop your community. Like this project you're executing, you're not coming to execute it in my community, but you're doing it in your community. That is installing some sense of ownership in you, right? To become change makers. That is what this 2023 Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge is geared towards, awakening that consciousness in us that Nigeria and Africa is at the bad shape, and we alone can fix the problem in our country, right? African's problem, a Nigerian country requires Nigerian solution. Okay, so understand this, and we will make impact together. Right, we will make impact together. Like I say this, for those of us that are joining in and you have not signed up as a grassroots development champion, you have not registered a project, please ensure you do that today, right? And you have from now till the 29th of September to execute a community project, because by the 1st of October, the next phase commences. And the next phase is where qualified GDCs, qualified applicant from this will be sending them a congratulatory email saying, yeah, you have qualified to the next phase of Ugwumba Challenge. And that is where you pitch your wonderful ideas, and the best 10 ideas will have some consolation prizes, right? So I will really want each and every one of us, like I said, don't look at the money you're about to get from this challenge, but look at yourself and say, my community has this issue, and I want to solve it. And I can assure you that together we are going to solve that issue in your community. We are working you to become socially responsible and also amplify what you are doing, right? And also enumerated the incentives, like what you stand to gain when you execute a community project. We talk about getting global certificate that is accepted globally, right? Certificate of action that's accepted globally, that endorses you as a change maker, that endorses you as a critical problem solver, right? You get that certificate. You get auxiliary support. Now, Do Take Action has different network where we give value for our grassroots development champion. We have the global leadership program. We have the career network where we provide a young professional, undergraduate, job seekers, where we train them with employability skills, entrepreneurship skills, and how they can make exploit in their businesses, right? And also have the chance to learn, to have employability skills, gain internship opportunities, gain job placement, right? We're giving jobs out to a lot of our GDCs. Like when I say a lot, I have lost number of figures we've given out opportunities to our GDC. Some of them were able to get high-paying jobs because we were able to recommend them to our partner organizations and other organizations that we are looking for some set of individual, and they were able to reach out to us and say, do you have this person that can fill this position? And we give it to our GDCs. So whatever opportunity we share to a community of grassroots development champions. And that's the career network, the global leadership network, we have the teachers network, we have the NYC network, we have the creators and influencers network, right? Which is geared for creators, influencers, graphic designers, content creators, where they can join and have those trainings for personal development, right? So it is important that you secure your slot for the next phase of the Ugwumba challenge. If you have questions or clarifications based off of today, you have any comments, please just, and I will respond to as many as I can, right? I will respond to as many as I can. Like I said, this process is a mandatory process. Now, look at it that at the end of, by come December 12th, where we'll be having this ceremony and giving out these cash prizes and awards to the winners, right? We were able to say we have 700 applicants from 2023 Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge. They were able to not just get these star prizes, but they were able to make impact in their community. And you have an opportunity to share your marvelous experience from executing a community project, right? Like we've given you enough reasons why you can go back to your community and become change makers. Or you can go back to your community and start that community development process, right? One step at a time. Go back to your community using these reasons what we give you now. I think you have enough reasons now to go to your community, identify those needs, identify those problems, and fix it. And do take action is here to guide you, is here to support you, is here to ensure that you carry out and execute a community impactful project, right? Come September 29th. Okay. So if you have any questions, clarifications, any comments, you can use the chat box to ask your questions. Thank you. I'll be looking out for some comments and for questions. I don't know if Dr. Remy is still on this call. Dr. Remy, are you still there? So that we can have access to some of these questions. Okay. The problem of the community can only be understood and changed by the people of the community. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mary Godwin. Yes, that is it. Community problems requires community solution, right? Thank you for that. So let's get our comments, let's get questions, share clarification, right? You can ask now, just like you see. Yeah, so just like we said, community problem requires community solution. Okay, Norma, yes, please, when is the deadline for this project to be executed? 29th of September, right? 29th of September is the deadline. Norma, yes, that's 29th of September. I hope that is clear. All right. So ensure you have you have gotten your answer, your action kit. You've gone through them and you understand what you're supposed to do. If you don't understand what you're supposed to do, please reach out to me and I'll provide more clarity and guidance on how you should go about that. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Norma, for that question. Yeah. Keep your questions coming in. Keep them coming in. Okay. So how do you get the link, right? So how do you get the link to register? The link is on the application form. When you click on the application form, you see where they say click here to register the GDC program. You can click there. Alternatively, we have sent out email to all the applicants of this year's challenge, right? So, and the link to register as a GDC is there. The processes, the steps are also enumerated on that email, right? So once you register in a project, you have an action kit and we'll guide you on how to execute that project in your community. Yeah, thank you for that question. Thank you, Norma. I hope your question has been answered. Okay, so let's keep the comments rolling in and the questions rolling in. Yeah, so at this point, I would like to ask, please use the chat button and tell us, why do you think it's important for you to delve into community development? Why is it important for you to become a grassroots development champion? Why is it important for you to become a change maker in your community? So I'd like to see those. I would like to see that comment. Yes, I would like to see that comment. Yeah, okay. Living purposefully is saying Thank you, Mr. Austin. I registered to take action, and I'm here to get my action kit. Don't worry, you get your action kit today, right? You get your action kit today. But let me know the project. Let me know the project you're able to you register to execute. If I know the project, I will send the action kit to you personally, right here, right now. So let me know the project living purposefully. Let me know the project you register so that I can send you the action kit right now. Thank you so much. Yeah. So let use the chat button. Let me know the reason you've gotten from our section today, why you should become a change maker, why you should delve into community development, right? Why is it important? So let me get your reactions, let me get your comments. Yeah. So I keep them coming in, keep them coming in. Also remember, like I said, it is only applicants that have gone through this process that are qualified for the next phase, right? If you have a wonderful business, you need 1.5 M as capital for your business, or you want to start a new business, you have this wonderful idea that you need money to start, you have an opportunity to do that. All we are saying, go and register a project from our website and execute it, and you'll be part of the people you'll be pitching. You'll be part of the people that will be accepting pitching of your wonderful ideas, and you stand a chance to get 1.5 million naira. That's the start price. The first runner up will have a 1 million naira or 500K different. Like from the first person to the 10th person have different consolation prizes, right? So okay, Living Faithfully said also it is compulsory to have picked UEC during GDC registration. If not, how do we rectify that we are GDC? Okay, I understand what you're saying. So if you do not pick here, Ugwumba community when you are registering, right? We won't know if you are if you are from this 2023 Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge, right? But ensure you reach out to us and say, oh, I omitted that in my application, right? Or when our different program managers call you, you'll be able to tell them, maybe I forgot to omit that. But we'll try our best to ensure that even if you have omitted that, just go ahead and execute a project. When you fill in your report, we work with the people that are filling their report, right? So the last people that are qualified, the people that are filling their project report. So whether you selected Ugwumba or not, but you're able to fill in your report and we identify that you are from Ugwumba, yeah, you qualify for the next phase. Thank you. Thank you, Living Purposefully for bringing that up. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so I still want to get a comment for the reasons why you should become a change maker, why you should execute a community project, or why you should get involved in community development, right? So let me get those comments, let me get those responses, right? Should I start calling names? Okay, Daniel Idiaka is saying, you are looking good today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So tell me, thank you. So tell me what you're able to understand from today's section. Why is it important for you to be part of community development? Yes. Thank you so much. So I'm expecting your comments. Yeah, keep them rolling in. Or should I start calling names? So guys, we know that community development is important, right? As an entrepreneur, because it allows for the creation and thriving of a sustainable ecosystem, right? We all know that. But what I'm trying to understand, why is it important that you become a change maker, that you be part of community development? Yes, Akoma is saying, I have registered for my project, but I chose 13th of October to execute the project. While from your presentation, you said 25th of September. 29th of September is the deadline. Yes. hope it's not a problem. So it's a problem, you need to reach out to us so that we can correct that date and fix a new date within this month where you'll be executing your project. So 13th of October is far. If you want to stick to that date, that means you've automatically disqualified yourself, right? So select a new date and we're going to change that for you. Go ahead and execute your project on the set date and fill in your report before the 29th of September. I hope that answers your question, Mr. Ako Mai Emmanuel. Thank you. Oh, you've not gotten your action kit. Don't worry. Your action kit will be sent to you. Okay. Your action kit will be sent to you today. So let me know the project you've registered. We talked about what you are telling us you want to do a project about ozonic layer or what, right? So and I encourage you to register a project we have already designed. So let me know the name of the project you have already designed and your action kit. You get your action kit today. Thank you. Okay, so racing is saying first, it gives participants a sense of belonging. Yeah, there's this joy that also stems from being a change maker and seeing the difference you are making. Yes, wonderful. Thank you, Reason, for that wonderful contribution. Thank you, thank you. Yes, that's powerful. Yeah, it gives you that sense of belonging, right? Community problems requires community solution. And you have that bragging right to say, yes, I was among the people that were able to solve this problem. Yes, that is it. Yeah, let's keep those wonderful comments
Okay, I think it's my turn to rescue the situation now. Um, Mr. Austin, if you're having problem, someone is asking, aside the pitching, does the GDC give more points to enable an entrepreneur qualify for the final 10 phase? Okay, just like, yes, like we said, this is a compulsory aspect of the Ugwumba Enterprise Challenge. So the points will also count, to the assessments apart from the teaching, just like you have also pointed out. So all of these are planned to be able to prepare you for the future, especially in developing and launching out your business. For those that have already launched out, it will help you in managing your business and then to scale, especially if you need support like financial support. So like when we connect you to an investor, all of this will help you in managing a successful business. So all of the assessments, they count together. They count in the final assessment. Okay, there are other questions. Austin, while you were away, there were questions that, okay, where is this one? Okay. Okay, what's this again? It helps me to become an agent of, okay, someone is answering the question you asked before you went off. Can you answer that now? Austin, can you take that question?
Yes. Thank you, Josephine. Yeah, that is a very wonderful answer. Yeah, it helped me to also become an agent of enlightenment and knowledge. Yeah, to be in the community. Yes, that's powerful. Yeah, and I'm enabled to share from the wealth of my knowledge with those who know the little or nothing about it. Yes. That is that. Thank you, Ajibade Josephine. Thank you for that comment. Thank you so much.
Okay, this one is from Akomaye Emmanuel. He said, I would like to be a change maker in order to reach out to the needy. The little I have with me must not remain with me. We need to share ideas to support others. I think he is also
Yes.
responding to, all right. So this one is from Stan's Fashion. My project is Book Ed, gift books and textbooks, and I just concluded the execution today. It was so exciting to see the students happy. I will do this over and over again. Austin, have they started executing?
Okay, I hope you can hear me. So, Stance Fashion, yeah, your project is gift a book. Yeah, yeah, okay. Will you do it over and over again? It just for the action we are taking is once, right? But if you want to do it over and over again, why not, right? That is so that you can accrue more due points and also give you that continuous sense of making impact in your community. Yes, if you have the capacity to do this over and over again on a timely basis, please go ahead and do so. But just ensure that you register it again whenever you want to do that, so that we can give you visibility and you also feel the report of the project you're executing. Thank you so much, Stans. Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Go ahead. That's
Okay.
from Norma.
Norma. Yeah. Is it important for me to be a grassroots development champion because I am a voice?
No, it's
I
not a
didn't
question.
get
She
this your
said
question.
it's not a question. She said it is important for me to be a grassroots development champion because I'm a voice. She's she
Yeah.
yes,
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 she's
yeah.
validating.
Yeah,
She's
that's
validating
nice.
the
Yeah.
importance of GDC. Okay. Now this one is from
Yeah,
Okuni.
yeah.
It's very important as an individual and organization to be change makers because it's an avenue to impact lives and it's as a means of supporting the nation or country to grow better environment. Okay, thank you, Ola Yemi, for that. Then this is from Chris. That's great. Stance fashion. Okay, thank you. Then again from Norma, I am a representative of GDC, which people in my community trust because I can be easily accessible. I'm a representative of GDC, which people in my community trust because I can be easily accessible. Thank you, Norma, for being accessible to your people. Okay, this is Stanley. Seeing numbers of birth issues facing traditional birth attendants in my community and health services that makes me to be interested in grassroots. Okay, okay, okay. I think we understand what he's saying. Thank you so much for that, Stanley Mba. Okay, so Austin, do we have anything more before we call it a day?
Okay. So one thing I also want to bring our mind to, right, is like I said yesterday, right? I know the star prize and other consolation prizes should be a motivating factor, right? But look at it from a point of I am trying to be a change maker in my community. I'm trying to be part of my community development, right? If you look at it like that, yeah, it will bring you closer and closer to the star prize, right? If the star prize is your, and I also want you to add up to that point and say, yeah, I'm being part of a change maker in my community. I'm being part of the persons that will be developing my community. If you look at that in that sense, that will make you, right, part of the highest contender for this challenge. Yes, and I encourage each and every one of us to please register a project and stick to the month from now until 29th of September. Then after 29th of September, we'll be collecting the active applicant that have gone through this process, which will be the people we are going to be using for the next phase of this enterprise challenge. Okay, you have any questions, you have any further clarification, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on 09161865111. Let me call the number again: 09161865111. That is 09165865111. Okay. Yes, thank you very much. You need more information or more clarity, just visit our website at www.dotakeaction.org, right? I will be happy to see all of us at the next feast, right? I'll be happy to see Norma, I'll be happy to see Mr. Emmanuel, Akomaye, all of us that are on this, right? I would like to see us at the next feast where we will be pitching your wonderful ideas for the star prize. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. Okuni is saying it's a lifetime activity to be done in as much in as much to us we are still alive, you need to give hope to the hopeless. Yes, thank you, Okuni. Thank you, Okuni Olayemi, for that. Yes, yes, yeah. Yeah, giving hope to the hopeless. That is nice. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right? Yeah. Like I said, I want to see all of us at the next phase of this challenge. Okay. So just you have more clarifications, you need more further questions, you need guidance, just feel free to reach out to me. The numbers are now displaying on your screen. Thank you so much. I hope to see us at the next phase. Dr. Remy, I think at this point we need your closing remark for today's section. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Yeah,
fantastic.
okay, yeah, one more yeah. Yeah, one more thing I forgot to mention is that yeah, it is also very important that you follow. I know we all are following Ugwumba Enterprise from all our on our different social media platform, right? You're following on YouTube, you're following on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and the rest, right? Please do well to also follow us on Facebook. Yeah, right. On Facebook is do take action, right? Once you click do take action, you will see us on Facebook. On Instagram is the same thing at do take action, while on Instagram is at do take action at do underscore take action. At Twitter is at do underscore take action, right? So please ensure you follow us on social media platform, right? We like to see you following us on social media platform where you be kept abreast of the organization doing. Okay, so follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Twitter and Instagram is do take action, while on Instagram and Facebook is do take action, while on Twitter is do underscore take action. The change of Twitter from the bird to that X sign is we are still trying to get the hold of that. Whenever you see X, you think it's times. When you say X times or whatever, or X raised to power, but we understand that, so we are still trying to get used to the X sign. Okay, so at Twitter with the X sign is do underscore take action, right? So please, I would like to see us following our social media handles. Thank you so much. Okay,
Yeah,
Jibade is asking, can I participate in more than one project? For instance, can I do a project on malnutrition, food innovation, etc.? Mr. Ajibode, yes, please. My answer is a gigantic yes for you. Okay, you can do that if you want. Thank you, and I'll be here to guide, assist, and support you. Thank you so much. Yes, okay, Akoma, you are saying it was talking about zoonotic effect of virus, not ozone. Okay, zoonotic effect of virus. Okay, thank you for your. All right, thank you for that clarification. Right, thank you so much. Thank you. I hope by now you've registered a new project, not zoonotic or clarification. Thank you, Mr.
okay, okay. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thank you.
much.
So I'll be looking up for your new project, Mr. Koyeme. Thank you. Dr. Remy, over to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Austin and Chukunenye, for this session. It's been wonderful. And I'm sure that you have sparked up, thinking, and also you have motivated the participants to do what they have been asked to do in their various communities. This is very interesting. Seriously, it's very interesting. Like this morning, we have about 1,081 participants that have signed up. So imagine when all of them, get involved in this assignment of implementing one community project or the other. That means across the country we'll have new things happening. That's amazing, really amazing. Just like I said, because of the massive interest young people in Nigeria have shown, we decided to extend the
Network.
deadline till Saturday. So we are expecting, like I said, more people to join and then to also take up community projects that they are going to implement in their various communities. So this is amazing. I want to thank Austin and Co and the leadership of Do Take Action, led by Precious Ebere. We are so grateful for this collaboration with the Do Take Action. This is what a partnership should be, making impacts across board. So, Chukwunoye, do you have anything to say before we call it a day? Just your parting word.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Remy. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So at this juncture, I will say thank you. It's been wonderful. And this is the end of the GDC training. The rest will be the community projects. Thank you so much for your time, everyone, including the governor of the UEC 2023 cohort. Thank you, and all the participants, Ajibade, Akomaye, and all of you. We see you, and we are grateful for your participation. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.